Hey, you can probably hear me now. We're starting early, in case you didn't figure out. All right, gotta clear these things off my phone. Still waiting for the notification over here that I'm officially live. Hey, there it is. All right. This ad supports Twitch. Whew. Man, we're at that part of the year where we're switching over from AC to heat, and it is really, really warm down here. Hey, there I am. Look at me. We'll just stay here on this chatting screen for a bit. I want to make sure everything levels out. So far there's no dropped frames. Ooh, love this thing. I just spent the last hour or so watching my daughter play, what was it? She plays on the Xbox. We Happy Few. Her boyfriend just bought it for her. So yeah, I came down to watch her and check it out. It's a pretty cool game, pretty fun. And I'm starting early tonight because I feel like it. I've missed Monday, missed last night. Just been kind of not sick, but fighting the funk, not feeling 100%. Burnout, I guess is what you would call it. Not from this, burnout from my day job. It's been really hectic the last few weeks. All right, I think everything's stable here. So let me come back over here. We'll stream however long. I'm not sure tonight. May or may not stream Satisfactory Saturday tomorrow morning. Might stream later on in the afternoon. It's just going to depend. All right. So we've secured some oil. We are creating sulfur. What are we researching? We are researching speed modules on our way to the rocket. All right. So we got some stuff to do. All right. I did not read all of the, hey, Lan, what's up? What's up, Hot Mama? Oh, crap, this isn't my wife's stream. You know what? No, but I appreciate the love. You call it Hot Mista, something like that. But I could see how you could confuse us because we're so, I don't know, as pretty as each other. No, not really. No, she's definitely got me in the looks department for sure. However, I can make beer, so there's that. So what's up over there, Lan? Have you guys hit partner yet? You guys got to be getting pretty close by now. You had me at beer. Yes, beer. Beer, beer, beer. I love making beer. There's something about a hot fall, a hot fall evening, right? It's nice and muggy, and you've got water. Nah, she needs 75 hours use night for a week. Dang. Yeah, that one's going to be hard. I'll have to make a better effort to get over there and watch her streams. Not that my one view is going to help, but got to show the love. She may as well be like one of my family. Known her since she was just a punk kid. January 1, we were making a huge push for partner. Awesome. Very cool. Yeah, right now my big push is for my amateur radio operator license, or ham license. We participate in these EarthX events every year. Oh, I'm getting attacked. And every year it comes down to all infrastructure has collapsed. Whatever it is you do for a job, you're not doing that no more because there's nothing available to help you do your job. So you either shelter in place, or if you're able to, you render mutual aid to other organizations, etc. And for the communication side of things, it always falls down to the hams, right? The amateur radio operators. Amateur radio operators have been around forever. I mean, I want to say conservatively 100 plus years. I'll have to go double check and look, but I want to say amateur radio operators have been around for a long time. Anyway, yeah, so I started thinking about that. I drive, 100 miles round trip a day for work from where I live in Spirit Lake over to Airway Heights by Spokane International Airport and Fairchild Air Force Base. And if something was to happen, I would have no way, if the cellular networks, for example, collapsed, which isn't beyond the realm of possibility. They had a small-ish event in downtown Seattle where the power grid was disrupted, and the cell towers became overloaded. And if other infrastructure is impacted and they're not able to get power to those cell sites, then the cell sites go down, and you're left with ham radio. Your dad's a ham radio operator. Sweet. Is he active, or did he have a license at one point in time and it's expired, or he still has his active call sign? Anyway, so I've got a quad band radio in my car, so that lets me do 10 meter FM, 6 meter FM, and 2 meter and 70 centimeter FM, and yeah, that's it. So those are mostly for repeater type frequencies, although 10 meter FM you could conceivably talk for hundreds of miles if sunspot activity and everything like that is lined up and blah blah blah. Anyway, so yeah, I've made a push to get back into my ham radio operator. I've got a general license right now, so I've got decent privileges on all the bands, but the amateur extra opens up everything. So I'm licensed to the fullest extent of that the FCC allows for amateur radio operator. But this test is a big one. It's 50 questions from a pool of 713 questions, and there's some math, lots of math, phase angle and reactance and inductance, or capacitive reactance and inductive reactance circuits and all that stuff. Anyway, it's enjoyable, it's fun, but it's one of those things where you can't just haphazard fall into it and do it. You have to set a date and make it like it's important, like it's critical that you get it, or you're just gonna dink around and miss it. So October 14th is the date I have set for myself to test out for that. And I've got the calculator that's permitted and required, or not required, but permitted for the test during the test. I've got the audiobook that covers all of the material. I've got the companion ebook that has the material and the, diagrams and all the instructions and stuff. You can do it, I believe. Thank you, sir. I know you do. Yeah, I'm really trying to get my kids interested into it again, or interested into it, period. I remember when I was younger, ham radio was super cool to me as a kid. And even when Sarah and I were dating, I had a CB radio in my truck. She had a CB radio in her car. We had our CB we had our CB radio handles engraved in our bowling balls. Yes, we own our own bowling balls. I know it's sad, 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 sad thing. Anyway, it was really fun, and you know, CB radio, kind of riffraff, because anybody can get in. There's no cost for admission to CB radio, and it's just kind of there. Typically, if a female gets on the CB radio, like, hey guys, this is so and so. Anybody out there? Come on back. Then all these horny dudes come back, like, oh yeah, hey sweet thing, blah blah blah, and ham radio is a little bit classier than that. It's regulated by the FCC, kind of self-policed by the licensed amateurs. It's something that the federal government doesn't have to allow us to do, but they do. So we don't want to jeopardize that. So we want to keep it clean, protect all the people who are interested in ham radio, amateur radio. And, it's a place for kids too. I mean, there's no real age limit on getting a license. If you can pass the test, you can get the license. So anyway, that's enough of my rant there for amateur radio. It's a fun thing, and I think it's something that everybody should be into. Just like I think everybody should be able to do basic repairs, trapping, hunting, stuff like that. Anyway, so yes, the stream is early tonight. It's not really penance for not streaming. It's just my daughter got done playing her game, and I decided, I'm going to play for a bit. And I am playing. I figured as long as I'm playing, I may as well stream. Yeah, my dad taught me a bunch about it when I was younger. Yeah, when I was younger, my grandfather was into it. My mom and dad had a CB radio base station at the house. They had CB radios and all the rigs. Back then, I believe you had to have a license from the FCC to even operate on CB bands or citizen bands, which are like 11 meters is the wavelength. But yeah, it was cool. They had a base station with a big old antenna on it, and back then you had to know Morse code in order to get your ham license or your amateur radio operator license. And then they came out with a techno code license back in the late 80s, early 90s, I want to say. Because I remember sitting there, Sarah and I were dating. I had bought the cassettes from Archer or Radio Shack to learn Morse code. And then I noticed, oh, hey, look, they've got this techno-code license, and it allows you to get on the air anyway and be able to enjoy some of the benefits of amateur radio. So I did that, and did I pick a thing that we don't have? Yes, I did. Sean, you are such an ignat. All right, let's go back to this guy. Are we done doing research that is just red and green? Yes, we are. So now we need blue science. See that? I get talking. All right, blue science. Hold on a second. I want to do something. I don't know if you guys saw my last stream, but I accidentally crafted 2 items by hand by, clicking here, and then I was like, hit E, and I was like over here or something like that, and I clicked something. I can tell you what I clicked. I clicked this little booger right here, and I crafted a pipe. And then I was doing something else, and I thought I was in an assembler, and I clicked something, and I crafted something else. So I think I can do... this. And no, where is it? Oh, booger. I can't remember. There was something you could do. I can't remember. Okay, here we go. So default permissions, where's that crafting one? Crafting, crafting, crafting. I'm going to disable this. So I'm not able. Okay, is everybody cool with that? I'm going to disable this so I don't accidentally click anything. Okay? Everybody cool with that? Whoa, calm down, fella. All right, let's go make sure craft is still turned off. All right, craft is off. We can still get the thing. Let's test it. I'm going to save the game real quick. And we're going to try and craft something. Man, it is getting hot in here. Save it again. That seemed really fast. All right. Resume. All right, fellas, fellers, fellettes, whatever you want to call yourself. What is the smallest item to impact? 2 wood to that. Look at that. Yes! Nothing! Sweet. I cannot accidentally craft something. Oh, man. Thank goodness. Sorry. Mouth gets dry. Anyway. When I was younger, a lot of the focus was on Heathkit stuff, right? So Heathkit, which still exists today, oh man, red circuits. Engines I can do, sulfur I've got, red circuits. I've got green circuits. I don't have plastic. This is where it gets more difficult. I probably should not have had a drink. All right. Tack down here. Let's go check it out. Anyway, I'd like to see ham radio live on. I'd like to see kids who are interested in technology like to know how it works. I'd like to see them be innovators. I'd like to see them create new things. I can't say for 100% certain, but I believe that there's quite a bit of stuff that has come out of the amateur radio group of folks. They've got permissions all the way up into the gigahertz bands, so areas where, you know, cell phones work and all that stuff. So you can do a lot of experimentation. Satellites, slow scan TV, which is like, you know, pictures, fast scan TV, which is video. So if you're a hacker, if you're like a hardcore hacker and you really, really want to get into some cool technology, ham radio is the place to be. Even if you're just like an RC enthusiast, remote control vehicle enthusiast, there are special frequencies set aside for licensed ham radio operators to operate their radio controlled vehicles at ranges beyond what like your normal RC enthusiasts would even dream of. So cool. You can talk to the International Space Station. There's licensed ham radio operators on the ISS, astronauts, by the way. Of course. It's not like it's the maid up there. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? Just, you know, puttering around and heard the radio. I thought I would reply. No, the astronauts are up there and they reply to people. You can talk to astronauts in space with a little handheld radio and a homemade directional antenna. So, very cool. Robots would make this so much easier. Do I want to sidestep and get robots? No. Cut a hole here. Blink. Alright. Let's look. We don't even have stuff set up to do like batteries or anything. Do we have Covarex? No. Covarex. Logistics robots. Oh my gosh. We're not that far away from it. It would make things a lot easier because a lot of this cleanup would be faster. But we still need, I can't get around the blue science. So let's start research on this guy just to put him in there, get the advanced oil in there, in the queue. What do I have? Blue science. It's probably going to be something freaking huge. Yeah, of course. More than what we need. But see, there's bits and pieces there we can't use. This is an old one though. So what do they got there? They got ring gears. They've got, sorry, I'm just looking at my screen here. Ring gears and pipes, engines, okay. From the engines into green. I want to say we need, did I correct one of these and put it in my own blueprint book? No, of course not. All right, let's look at Nilaus. What you got for us, Nilaus? Logistics, whoops. Red and green. Okay, green circuits, logistics. Purple science. Red, blue science. See, nothing's even there because the recipe changed. All right, let's look what we got here. Blue science needs engines, red circuits, and sulfur. All right, so sulfur, we're already producing down here. So we have sulfur. Check. Engines. Pipe ring steel. Okay. We can do that. And then red circuits. Green, copper, plastic. That's going to be the bugger right there. All right, so along with, and what is plastic? Coal and petroleum gas. All right, let's go get another one of these guys. Hey Lan, if you're still there, do you know if your dad's going to the Ham Fest on the 28th over at University High School in Spokane? Alright, I think this is the guy we normally abuse right here. Let's get us some of those. Steel, ring, green, assembly. What that guy? We'll just build these. Iron, gear, electronic. Yeah, let's just get a couple of those. Of course, I don't have a lot of space. Okay, let's get that. No pipes. Really, no pipes? Really, no pipes? Are you lying? No pipes. All right. Well, I think that's going to be all right for now. Of course, I think we're dropping pollution everywhere. Yeah, but look at this. Come on, man. All right, we got to do something. Better than nothing, I suppose. Well, let's do the coal too. See what we can drop off. Done. All right, let's go back and see if we can clean up our mess around that assembly machine. I don't like doing stuff that way. What are we doing with these guys? We're just holding those, right? Oh no, we're dumping them off onto here, but we've got a buffer here. See, this is what I was worried about. Worried. So we're producing the heavier duty ammo, piercing rounds, but we don't have enough wiki, whatever you want to call this, movement to get the stuff going. So can we, is it as simple as this? And doing that? No, it's not that easy. What if I go like this and like that? Is that better? Not really. All right, so we need to revamp this. We need to... All right, so let's kill that guy. Let's kill that guy. Do we have a... No, we do not. Okay, so we need to go up here and have this guy. How would you like to make me some of those? No? Okay. All right. Bet you'll do it now. All right. You go back to that. All right, so we have that guy picking up from things. We want this guy to be that, and we gotta go grab one of these guys. Sweet. All right, we're not going to limit this. Actually, we should do a filter. I can't filter that. Do I have any items that will filter? No, I do not. All right, so this will be a write output priority with a filter of that. So we should only see our regular yellow fellas here. The only thing that should come around here is red, but we don't want to run out of bullets. So let's do that. Yes? Okay, cool. So all the red ones will definitely not plug up the production of our red ones. And we will be pulling all yellows off onto that. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. Very cool. All right, and we have no buffer there right now. I didn't create another one. That's fine. That's fine. I want our defenses to stay up. So yeah, we're good to go. Blue science. So we need a, yes, okay, we got one. Chemical plant. So we're going to go over here and we're going to set up a chemical plant, and I should probably be running coal over this way, but I think there's a coal deposit in pretty close proximity-ish, kinda, that we can pull from. So we don't have to spend all the belts, but I will have to do some mining. But I think I've got miners. Yeah, I've got 26 miners, so that's not an issue. And anything we don't use, we can always send back toward. All right, so coal is right there. Let us do this. We don't have any threats. It's almost a hold my beer thing. Let me save this. All right. And might seem silly, but I am that guy who would, you know, make a statement like, "Oh, this is safe," and then end up screwing myself because I got too cocky. So we're just going to secure these. Let me get on the other side here. I don't know about y'all, but that clicky noise really triggers my tinnitus. I don't know what the deal is. That's going to work out kind of nice, actually. We'll give it a 3-wall perimeter just because. Anyway, if any of you guys out there are interested in amateur radio, let me know. I mean, I wouldn't. They call a person who's in amateur radio who also like encourages or tutors new people. They call him an Elmer. I don't consider myself to be the person that you would want to have as an Elmer, but I know enough people that I can get you in touch with somebody who will help you to learn at the level you want to learn. It is really cool, and it's nice to know, you know, you have communication no matter what. I mean, it's public communication. You can do some encrypted stuff, but you know, mostly anything you do on ham radio is considered to be public. People are going to be able to hear you doing whatever you're doing and all that stuff, but it's not made for private communication. Although there are some encrypted digital modes you can do. But yeah, I would definitely say to give it a shot. Is that going to work? 9. Yeah, I think it will. I think that works out really well, actually, just like we like it. And then we will eventually make this a complete loop, but for right now, since we have perimeters to protect, we'll do it that way. And let me clear this out. And we'll do this first. And we won't do it that way. How far out are we? We're 3, right? 1, 2, and we're on the 3rd. 1, 2, 3rd. Doink, 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 doink. There we go. Tomorrow morning, if all goes well, like I said, it just depends on how I feel. I've been kind of under the weather. Is that the word for it? Just I mean, my job isn't hard. There's people out there who have much harder jobs than I do, but it's kind of a heady job, right? So like lots of thinking. Whoops. You know, I do some technical stuff still, but a majority of what I do is personnel development, eliminating roadblocks, you know, stuff like that. So it's not physically demanding, but it's mentally and whatever, you know, demanding. I've just kind of been burnt out. So I took today off to kind of just kick back and relax and mellow out. Last couple of weeks have been really extra crazy. Well, not crazy. They've been good, right? Lots of activity. Nothing negative really. So it's not like I'm going to work and dealing with people killing themselves or dying or anything like that. It's all good. It's just stressful, demanding. So yeah, if all goes well, whoops, tomorrow morning we will be streaming Satisfactory. If I'm a little bit wiped out and not feeling up to it, I will take the opportunity to kind of just mellow out. You know, I enjoy playing video games. It's relaxing, but if I'm at a point where I'm not going to work because, taking a vacation day because I'm like stressed out, I just need to you know, kill the funky vibe and relax and all that stuff. I'll probably just take the opportunity to sleep and rest and all that. Because as much as I love playing video games and working and stuff like that, my health is the most important thing. And my boss would, my Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. employer would agree. They've got a lot of money invested in all of their employees. And they do believe in work-life balance. Man, my dog is going nuts upstairs. What the heck? And the last thing they want to see is, unlike some startup companies, and I'm not going to name any startups or companies who burn their employees out, but unlike companies with that mentality, they don't want to use us all up and just spit us out for the next latest, greatest, fastest model, you know what I mean? They want us to be long-term, like viable, healthy, happy producers. Because it takes a long time to, and I say producers like it's a bad thing, like we're just a machine or whatever, but it takes a lot of time and money. You could take the world's best database administrator, the world's best systems administrator, whatever. You pick the technical field. You could take the world's best person in that field and bring them to company A. And they work at company A for 15 years, and then they move from company A to company B after 15 years. They've been, increasing in their knowledge and experience in the field and all that. They're still 1%. Let's say they're 0.5%. They're the top 0.5% of technical professional subject matter expert in their field in the world. There's still going to be a considerable amount of time, effort, and money put into getting that person familiar with your environment. Just because you're the world's best DBA, see, we went from being top 0.5% to now you're the number one. You are the number one DBA in your field in the world. How does it feel? What are you going to do? I'm going to Disneyland. No, you're the number one DBA in your field in the world. And it doesn't matter. You can select the crap out of whatever table you want. You can left join to your heart's content. But you don't know the database schemas of this new company. You don't know their stored procedures. You don't know how they're doing it. You don't know, maybe the company you're going to work for doesn't do any of that stuff. Maybe they don't do functions in the database. Maybe they don't do stored procedures. Maybe they don't do, maybe, whatever. So yeah, it takes a lot of time to get those people used to company policy procedure, get them used to all the fun stuff. So yeah, my company and lots of companies around there want their employees healthy. They want their employees happy, because they do care about us as people. I believe they do. I've seen enough to encourage me that they do, in fact, care about us as people and not just a monetary thing or not an expense. Expense is wrong. They don't see us as an investment, quote unquote. They see us as people. And yeah, I don't know. I really enjoy my job. I really like the company I work for. Would I retire tomorrow if I was able to? 100%. If I was able to retire tomorrow, I would call up my boss. And I would say, boss, although I would never call her boss, but say, hey, you know what? Sarah and I were just sitting down looking at our finances and plans, and as it turns out, I no longer need to have a paycheck every 2 weeks from the company. So we've decided that I am going to retire, and that is going to be effective. When do you think that would be a good idea? A month? 2 months? How long do you think it will take to offload my current tasks to somebody else? We would like it to be no later than such and such a date, but what do you think? And that's where we would start. So yeah, I would retire in a heartbeat, but I fully intend to stay there until I retire. Man, you guys are quiet over on chat. Let's look. How many people we got? There's some people there. You guys need to chat me up. It's getting all depressing up in here, talking about retirement and being stuck in a job. Not that I'm stuck in a job, but heck, maybe you guys are. Maybe you guys hate your jobs. I love how this is the lazy bastard achievement I'm hunting, and all I'm doing is beefing up my base to keep it from being attacked. Protecting this coal. All right, so let us backtrack a little bit here. I'm a little reluctant to remove these guys because I'm not going to lie, they totally saved my bacon. I had dropped the ball and not fortified this wall right here, and a bunch of fellers, these dirty little red fellers down here, came up, busted through, and the only thing that saved me was the guys that I had not removed. So gonna leave these guys, I'm pretty sure. Hey, somebody just Snapchatted me. Look at that. See, old people get Snapchats too. Snap a chat. Hey, it's my son, my youngest son. Oh man. Typhoon warning, they can't leave the base. MREs for chow. At least they're better. Menu 5, chicken chunks, white, cooked. Oh my gosh. Let's see, what time is it where he's at? I'm not going to tell you guys. I don't want you to know where he is. You know, OPSEC and all that stuff. Let's see here. Of course, now I'll probably go back and listen to the stream and realize, oh, you already said where he was at. Just after, okay. Gotcha. Bear with me here. It's probably unprofessional, but I don't care. I really don't care. Hey bud, sorry to hear that. I'm right in the middle of a stream on Twitch. If you were here, I would take you to Taco Bell. Get you whatever you wanted. I'd get you 2 times whatever you wanted. Love you, bud. Good night. Bear with me here. I'm old. I don't know all this technology stuff. What are the YouTubes? What are the Snappy Chats? I call Snapchat Snatchpat just because. Alright, let's take this guy down a little bit. We're going to have some trouble getting that coal down here. Of course, I could pipe the sulfur up. We'll see. Let's get this out in front of me. Don't want to disrupt the loop of ammo for too long. First, we can kill this guy here. We want him to empty out his belt. Oh, that's going to be about perfect. Just about perfect. Can't ignore our power either. That is one point where it's nice having the belt go in front of the turrets. Whoops. Bear with me. Worst part is there's a Taco Bell here on base, but we can't leave because of the storm. Poor kid, look at that sad face right there. Dang, no Uber Eats. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention to the storms out there, so around the world, so I don't know how bad stuff is out there. You know, I've never used Snapchat. Hey man, why aren't you guys out here watching me on Twitch? Twitch.tv/BSDGuySean. Come on, man. Gotta watch the games. I'll just put it out there on my story. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we've got sulfur over here. I think we still have our chemical plant we haven't dropped down yet. I don't quite have a solution for getting coal over here. I mean, it's not rocket appliances. I mean, I just have to get it over here on a belt, but do I want it over here, or do I want the sulfur over there? I don't know how much oil processing we're going to end up doing to get this stupid rocket launched. You do plastic. Okay, so you take in petroleum gas there, which means, do I have any? Yes, I do. Thank you, Lord. You are not the pipe I was looking for. All right, so I'm going to do this. Can I do that with the new underground belt algorithm stuff? Yep. All right, so we're going to, I got to grab some stuff. We'll have the coal coming in here. We got to go back and grab some single pipes, but on our way, let us, whoa. Oh man, keeps moving when I zoom out. No more zooming out. Is this going to be far enough? I'm probably boogering my access to the sulfur, but we'll see. All we need to do is launch the rocket, and we're done. Oh, man. Hey, Source is playing. Sorcerer's playing. Guess who we're raiding when we're done? She's playing Jackbox games. It's weird when your kids are out there all being grown-ups and stuff. Hey, I don't think you've seen this yet. You're live on Twitch right now, but yeah. And then I monitor over here with this. It's your old room, bud. All right, let's go get some more belts. Man, my neck. Well, we're right here. Let's drop off some miners really quick. I know we need belts, but let's do this. Oh, man. Yeah, that's where I miss robots. Shift click and it would have placed the miner and also ghosted the tree for removal. Alrighty then, so miners, 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 and you don't have one over here. So, whoops, my bad. Right there. Dang. Yeah, he just sent me a picture of all of the storm over there. It's pretty intense. Hey, what the heck are you doing? Right there, dude. Alright, let's go get some belts. Go get some belts. Trying to pay attention to where I'm going on the screen and Snapchat with my son. I know. My priorities are messed up, right? Of course. Do I want to take this all over there for plastic production? Yeah, we do. We can change our mind later, of course. Oh, dude. Dude, what's your problem? Do. Worked out pretty good, didn't it? Except for that part, right? Oh well. You know. Where am I getting attacked? Those little boogers. Gonna have to put a beacon over there so I can see what's going on. Alright, so this is our coal coming in. So our coal coming into our plastic production. Oh, I need power on that guy. I really hope we can get this satellite launched before I need more copper. Looking at that mini map, there's a pretty decent size of copper deposit down there, but I'm not wanting to go get it. Oh, dang. All right, we're about 50% on our power. All right, so blue science, I believe is where we're at. Okay, so sulfur and engines. Engines are easy. I've got sulfur, so we're working on our advanced circuits, which are red circuits, which need green to copper to planting. All right, so I think since we got green over that way, dang, these guys are still attacking me right there. All right, we've got green over there. So we're going to create plastic here. We're going to pipe it back and create stuff over there. So let's do that. That. Dang it, I forgot the pipe. Alright, so I gotta go back and get some pipe. I need 1, 2, 3 straight pipe pieces. Excuse me. Some more Snapchats from my son. I don't like that right there. I'm gonna fix it. You know, people can say what they want about technology and the internet and all that stuff. I think it's just like money or the printing press or whatever. It can be used for good or it can be used for evil. It's a tool. And I am very thankful that we have the technologies and communication methods that we have right now. Otherwise, I mean, I can only imagine back in, you know, the Vietnam War or World War II or, you know, insert name of last conflict here, those parents had not been able to stay in communication with their kids. I remember what it was like when I was in the Army, and that was just back in 87, 88. Letters only. And, well, I'm not going to say letters only. There's phone calls as well, but they were, especially during basic training, they were very, like, metered. The only way you can get a phone call home is if it was like you did something extremely cool and awesome, or something serious was happening. So anyway, oh, you bugger. Nope. Didn't mean to pick you up. All right. With our oldest son, we didn't have a ton of communication. Not a lot on the communication front, but we did get this tool called Sandbox. And what Sandbox, did we get Sandbox with him? I think we did. What Sandbox allowed you to do is using an application on your phone, you could write a letter and send a picture, and they would get it within a couple days, along with, excuse me, along with a self-addressed stamped envelope back to you. So they'd get your printed out letter and picture with an envelope, all that stuff to get stuff back to you. So that was cool. We were allowing them to message us, and at the same time, that doesn't take that much, does it? Do we have a bucket? No. Alright, so well, we need to fix this. Faux show. Anyway, so we could send them messages and they would get them pretty quick. We'd still have to wait for the regular USPS plus military processing to get our messages back from them. Anyway, Sandbox. It was very, very cool. One of the kids that is one of our kids' friends who is going through boot camp right now also has access to Sandbox, which I'm sure his girlfriend just loves. But yeah, it was a great tool for me, and when I was younger, in 87, 88, going through boot camp, I'd wait weeks or more. That's really messing me up. For a letter. Oh man, that's killing me. All right, we'll have to deal with that later. I just needed to clean up that line. It was killing me. OCD and whatnot. So yeah, I love the technology we have nowadays. You know, use it for good, don't use it for evil. All right, so we got some plastic going here. Let us dump some more of that in there, and wow, that's not a lot at all. Not a lot at all. Sean, I'm here. Lacey Ray. What the heck? Holy smokes. I hope you weren't sitting there for a long time. All the way around the world from Snapchat to my next door neighbor to Twitch. She is here. The infamous Lacey Ray. One of my 4 favorite neighbor kids. Are you still there, Lacey? I made an account just to join. Ugh, look at that. You know what? When I first moved into this house, let me see. She has an Instagram account, and she, you know, she does some stuff. So go find her on Instagram. But I'll post it later, maybe, if she gives me permission to. Anyway, when I moved in here, she was just a little tiny kid. See, we moved in here in 2007. How old were you when we moved in here, Lacey? Oh no. She was young, and for the longest time, her and her brothers and sisters, well, maybe not her sister and her older brother so much, oldest brother so much, but they treated this property like it was their own, so that it was just like an extra area to play. So she was always over here. If I was barbecuing, she was outside, and I've got pictures of her in our like 4-wheel, 2 years old. You were 2 years old. That is unbelievable. So she was 2 years old when I moved in here, when we bought this house. And yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for coming over here, Lacey. I don't want to embarrass you too much. I know that you're like at that age where you don't want to be embarrassed. But yeah, she's a cool kid. I give her a hard time constantly. But yeah, very, very cool kid. Her and her brother, Logan. We mostly have interactions with them because they were at that age where it's like, oh, we're going over to that house because that's where we've always played. And her older brother, Derek, and Kiera were kind of off doing their own teenage things. But anyway, yeah. No, embarrass me. I will not embarrass you. I will not embarrass you. Although I do have some pretty interesting pictures of you. I could put those on my Twitch feed. Or I could just pop them up on the screen. Should I do that? No? Probably not. I won't. I will not embarrass you. Yeah, her and my niece, Riley, are best buds. Or were best buds. I haven't seen you guys for a while. We usually only, even though we're next door neighbors, we only see each other at birthday parties. Stuff like that. Anyway, do it. Yes. yeah, I don't know if everybody is still buddy buddy, but her and Lacey are, or her and Riley were buddy buddy, and used to hang around all the time. It seemed like Lacey would be over there constantly and only come home to sleep and then go back. But it's kind of funny to go from seeing her all the time. Every time I was outside, her and Logan would come over and they'd be like, "What you doing? Hey, what are you doing?" Da, 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 da. Sit in the four wheeler, sit on the AT or the little go kart thing we had and stuff like that. And now it's like, "Hey, what's up?" Logan's out there playing basketball. It's like, "Hey, I'm Trey. Got a game this weekend." We still are. Cool. Yeah, I'm glad to see that Lacey and Riley are still buds. You're a grade ahead of Riley, right? So you're eighth grade now, and Riley is in seventh. Is that right? This is the part where the lag on Twitch sucks. Constantly watching over. I'm a freshman. Ninth grade. Holy crap. You're in ninth grade and Riley is in seventh. Is that correct? So next year you're going to be like full-fledged high school. 3 years left and boom, you're graduated. Yes, sir. Man, that is just insane to me. Totally insane. As a matter of fact, so if you're a freshman and you were 2 years old when I moved in here, we moved in June of 2012. That doesn't seem right. 2007. We moved in here in 2007. Okay. I started my work at 2012. So we moved in here in 2007. You were two. So that's 12 years. You're 14 years old now. 14 or 15. See, I just forget to play the game. Go all the way around the world to talk to my next door neighbor, like 80 feet away. 14. So you're 14 years old. Let me double check this really quick. Let's see if they're on here. Hey Lan, are you on here right now? Or are you just lurking? I see you're one of the users in chat. So Lan Assassin, who's on here, is married to, yep, you're here. Okay, cool. So you are married to one of mine and Sarah's best friend's daughters, Sorcerer, who is an amazing streamer, awesome elite gamer, all that stuff. She was old. Lacey right now is older than what Sorcerer was when we met her mom and dad. That just blows me away. 100%. Can't even comprehend. So when I think of little sorcerer, like you tagged that one video of mine, or you did that clip of a little sorcerer. She was just this 14-year-old freshman kid. When I used to give her a hard time, just blows me away. Everybody growing up. Anyway, Lacey, thank you for stopping by. I will make sure to give you all kinds of awesome What am I drinking? This is Giant Mountain Dew and bourbon. And I don't know if it's public knowledge or not. Can I embarrass you, Lacey Ray? Hashtag I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm really confused. Okay, so Lan Assassin, the guy that just said Lacey Ray did it, hi. It's a long, long, long story. I met him way before he met his wife. His wife I know through his parents at church. And she was younger or about the age that you are when I first met her. And now she's this grown-up, awesome person married to this awesome dude that I knew before they even got married. And she has children, and so it's weird. All these people are grown up. And multiple years from now, I will probably be still friends with you and still know you, just like I know Kiera and Derek, and I will know your children and remember all of this stuff. It's just weird. Just generations and generations of kid. I'm the real awesome guy. I'm not an awesome guy. I'm a scumbag. I'm just old. Eventually though, I'll be that old, right? I'll be that old that can be senile, and I kind of want to be senile when I can remember it and enjoy it. And you know what I mean? And just be that old guy that does whatever he wants. It's like, oh, don't mind him. He's getting old. Yeah. I feel kind of old. I'll be, let's see, what day is it? What time is it? Sir, okay, it's only 9 o'clock on a Friday. I feel like I should be in bed already. All right, so tomorrow will be September 21st, and next Saturday will be my 49th birthday. So there you go. Pretty sure that qualifies me as being old-ish. Does that bother anybody besides me? This gap right here and this gap right here? Anyway. So yeah, anybody out there watching, if you've got next door neighbor kids and they just irritate the snot out of you and just bug you and they're like over all the time, just remember when you were a kid and your neighbors that invested time and effort into you. Someday their kids might be sitting there listening to you tell old stories. All right, so we got coal. So I got sidetracked with all these stories. What am I doing? Okay, well I need to get rid of some stuff for sure. It's at this point where I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad that tomorrow is Satisfactory Saturday. My brain just isn't at the point where it can, do I have any repair packs? No. But I could do that. Take that, stupid broken turret. You stay there. All right, so we're getting ready to ramp up plastic. How's our power doing? We're still doing pretty good, but there's some stuff that's lagging because we're not doing active production on it. Let's check this. Okay. Ramping up here, doing this. We need more steel. This is not doing enough steel for us. Anyway, I said earlier, hey Lacey Ray, do you mind if I embarrass you? And it was so cute. And I'm sure she's outgrown this. And I'm not seeing my Snapchat blow up over here or anything, or chat blow up or any of that. So it was so adorable that Lacey Ray had a crush on. Do you remember who you had a crush on, Lacey Ray? Who was it, Lacey Ray? I'm gonna say it if you don't say it. 16-second-ish lag on Twitch. Oh, here's a Snapchat. Let's see what Snapchat says. Oh. Lag, lag, lag. All right, so Lacey Ray had the biggest crush on my oldest son, Christian. Anytime Christian was outside, she was there. And she looked at him, and you guys haven't seen, you don't know what Lacey Ray looks like. You don't know what her brothers and sisters and all that stuff look like. They look like the Precious Moments kids. They've got these big eyes, and they're just so happy. And you know, we used to call her brother Logan Hopalong when we first met him over here, because he had a broken leg, but he didn't let him stop him. We bought this house in June of 2012, and he was just like running. He would run with his broken leg in this cast, right? Thump, 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 thump. So we called him Hopalong. And yeah, anytime Christian was outside, she was just enamored with Christian. And I think she secretly kind of hated all of his girlfriends when he was growing up. And Christian and Lacey are like, you know, years, 10 plus years apart, I'm sure. I know for a fact Christian's 24-ish, 25. I mean, I know how old he is. He's my son, but you guys don't need to know that. But anyway, yeah, it was just so cute seeing that. And funny. We all talked about it kind of like in private behind closed doors. I was like, oh my gosh, did you see how Lacey was looking at him? And yeah, cute stuff. All right, that should give us some room there. I can get rid of this. How much can I put in here? I think I can sideswipe this and it will work too. I don't need to do that though. I can pull this from here and put it in there. Whoops, my bad. There we go. Sweet. So that will do that, what it needs to do. Time is at 9:14, so we've got about an hour and 16 minutes-ish until the scheduled end of this, but, you know, in the same respect, I started it early, so we'll see what happens. Mostly been doing a lot of cleanup this time around. And it's really, really hot in here. Someone sent me a friend request on Pokemon Go. I have not played Pokemon Go forever, and I just got a friend request. Hold on, I gotta go see who this is. This new iPhone, I'm not sure what I think about it. All right, let's see here. It doesn't show me on here. Oh, I don't have Pokemon Go installed. So I upgraded to the iPhone XR. We moved over to T-Mobile from AT&T, which was absolutely the best thing we've ever done mobile carrier-wise. We were paying a lot at AT&T, and that was for my phone. That's weird. So we had multiple devices that had installments. My iPhone 7 Plus, Shayna's iPhone X-ish, I can't remember. Anyway, my iPad, some other stuff. But we had my line, Sarah's line, Shayna's line, Caleb's line. So that's 4 lines, 2 watches, my iPad service, my iPad payment, and payments on like mine, Shayna's, and Caleb's. We were paying a lot. Sarah works for a company that contracts out to T-Mobile, so she gets a discount. And we decided, well, let's go in and check it out and see what the dealio is, and we'll just go from there. Anyway, we switched over. My iPhone was paid off. Hold on a second. Plastic, sulfur. Got to stay on track here, or I'm going to get lost. So we've got plastic. We have electronic circuits, and we have copper. So I need to move plastic over to here. What did I need the sulfur for? All right. Anyway, I'm moving. We don't have a lot here. I need to get more. Anyway, we moved over to T-Mobile, and we're paying less than half of what we paid on AT&T. AT&T. I have a new phone. I traded my old 7 Plus, iPhone 7 Plus in on it. Squirrel. Just highlighting all these areas I need to clean up. All right. So I traded that in. Our payment, even with all the new equipment prices, is still below considerably, like half of what we were paying at AT&T. But I'm not sure what to think about this iPhone XR. I mean, I like it. It's 256 gigs. I like a larger phone. Like the 7 Plus was awesome because the screen was a great size. When I decided to go with the XR, it was more of a, I really don't want to pay the down payment that they want for me to have a iPhone XS Max, 256 gig. It was ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't okay. It was a few $100s, like $300 or $400. Even with the trade-in of my iPhone 7 Plus, it would have been $200 or $300. So I went with this XS Max, which I think they gave me a $140 trade-in on my 7 Plus, which was older. Anyway, whatevs. the thing that kills me about this thing, my 7 Plus had a physical home button on it. So I could push, right? And it wasn't like a real button. It was just like a thing. And with the haptic feedback, it made it feel like you were clicking something. But if the phone was off, you could push that button until the cow came home and it wouldn't came home. Cows came home and it wouldn't do anything because it was just a flat piece of whatever. But this phone does not have a button. It has face, boom, it's unlocked. But when I would do a home or when I would do a screen capture on my other phone, I would push like the power button and the home button. Boom, screenshot. This one, you do your power up and your, right? And that screenshots it, and then you can do whatever and delete the screenshot, whatever. I'm finding that I am creating screenshots on accident all the time on this phone, and it's driving me absolutely buggy. And then if I've got a, see the notch, right? The notch up there, that kills me too, because most of my camera roll consists of memes. I mean, honestly, I take a lot of pictures, but more than pictures, I save memes to send them to friends, to family, whatever, because they're hilarious, right? But when I do the meme thing from whatever, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or wherever, it will move the thing up here to the notch, right? And normally an application will put its stuff, its name or what it's doing right there on that notch. So I'm not a huge fan of that, and the screen's kind of small. It's taller, but it's not as wide, and I need to wear glasses to see my phone, and to see it comfortably, I have to hold it out to here, and you guys can't see that, but it's like out here to be able to see it comfortably. Yeah, totally bizarre. Hold please. Anyway, it's enough about me complaining about the iPhone XR. Uh, After it came out, I was like, maybe I should have waited. But honestly, I'm okay with the XR. It's just, I don't think there's going to be a way to get around it with the current generation of iPhones with that notch. Maybe once the application developers start looking at it, it's like, oh, okay, you're on an iPhone, this model, you have the notch, so we need to address it in this manner. Maybe that will make it better. So we're taking our plastic over here. Oh my gosh, look at that. Bang, right into it. What the heck, yo? And we're out of belts. My goodness, workman, do you ever even do anything at all? What the heck? So I can't do that. I was gonna jimmy jam this guy here, but since these are the same series of underground belt, they're not gonna go for that. You can actually have the same, or you can have underground belts on the same line. So if I had blue or red, for example, do I have blue or red? I could, but I do not. I could do red, go da 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 da, bang, and then pipe him off this way, and then do yellow this way, and they wouldn't interfere. But, how am I going to do that? Let's, well, Let's not make it any harder than it needs to be, right? I'm a fan of complexity when complexity is needed, but I'm not a fan of complexity for complexity's sake. So, whoops, my bad. All right, so we're out of that stuff. We need to get more belts. Do, 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 do. Having played this lazy bastard achievement this far, I'm not sorry that I'm doing it. The only question I have is why? Why would somebody purposefully do this other than, well, obviously getting the achievement? But this is such a huge pain in the butt. Oh man. All right. Let's drag some of this stuff out. Whoops, whoops. I am beyond happy that my neighbor created a Twitch account just to be able to join in all this fun. Just when you're ready to sign off on the fact that younger people don't care what old people do, they go and create a Twitch account. Unbelievable. So happy. See, now I'm gonna have to go create a TikTok account or something and start watching her Musically or whatever. What does it kids do now? What's the most popular social media app right now? Is it Musically? TikTok? What is it? See, I'm more concerned with privacy. Keep my eye on the time, 9:30. About an hour left on our normal stream time. Oh man, that rock there. Yeah, we're not creating plastic at a rate that's very impressive, but it may be enough to do what we want. Kind of at the same place in my the satisfactory game. All right, we need sulfur, advanced circuits, and engine. Got sulfur. Engines are no problem. These guys. Plastic, copper, electronics. All right, so we got plastic right here. All right. Let's grab those. Oh, what a mess. Okay, we want to be able to put these back up too. Well, we need red circuits first. Let's go back this way and start creating them here. red. All right, so we want you to pick up that stuff. Green, copper, plastic. Power. This way. Temporarily. Green and copper. Okay, I don't want to do it this way. So we need to either bring copper wire down or bring copper plate down. We know we're gonna make another box here. So let's take you and change your recipe to steel plates. Do we have any steel plates? Yes, we do. Look at that. Heck yeah, we do. Let's build a whole bunch of these. No more. All right, so you go back to making these. Great. Nowhere to drop these. There we go. All right, so we've got boxes. Let's go up here and do that. We're not going to limit this. We're just going to let it fill up. We're going to need a lot of wire. Can I get... No, I can't. Dang it. I got copper right here. Those guys. All right, let's get a beacon. Oh, we got a beacon down here. No, we're all right. We are all right. But let's do this. I'm going to go down there and purge that one of the regular yellow ammo and make it pick up the red. I don't think it's going to be a negative. Worst case scenario, it runs out of red and picks up yellow. But at least with red, if I force it to do red, it will try to always do red if red's available. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Blink. And oh. Blink. Oh, stop it. All right. See that? It's picking up the reds out of there. Cool, cool. So these pinch points like this, I'll do that. And more than likely, it'll just allow them to pick up a full load of these guys. What the heck? Okay. See, so right now he's got 10. He has 10. And he has 37 because I like super stuffed him. All right, cool. Well, should be all right. It's not done too bad. Every time I've come through here, I've tried to pick up some trees or chop down some trees to go toward our power pole making effort, and it looks like we've done a pretty decent job at clearing them out. You know, I don't think I've heard a single follow this entire stream. Are you following me, Lacey Ray, or did you just come over to watch the stream? All right, we need an output chest here for these. And this guy here. Sweet. All right, so we're getting red circuits now. Well, kind of. We still need to get the green circuits and copper down here. Which, how many do we need of each? What's the recipe? 3 copper, 2 plastic. So I could break out. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll take a copper and plastic, or no, plastic and electronic circuit, and I'll feed half of a belt with each, and then a full belt for copper cable. So let's do that. Do I have time to do all this? $9:36. I got about an hour left. But you know what? I need to go to the little streamers room. So let me do this. Okay. I will be right back. I just need to head to the little streamers room, and I will be back. Bye. Be right back. Don't go nowhere. I mean, if you guys all of a sudden decide to follow me up to, you know, 5 bajillion users, that's awesome. But I'd like to be here to say thanks. Hold on. Hey, look, I'm back. Man, I don't know how some of those guys go like 24 hours. Sorry. All right. So, inserters, green, copper. Oh, we got copper right here. So I could fish some copper off this way. Because I need copper wire, copper, green. All right, so this is ugly. What? Excuse me. All right then. So and then we are gonna go this way. All right, and what did I say? I was gonna do green and plastic. Copper, I need a full belt. I haven't been worried about green yet. What goes into making green? Plate and copper. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff everywhere. All right, so where's our machine? Go ahead and do a machine right here. Come on, you little bugger. Right there. Right there. And wire. All right, so we're making wire. We need to get wire to this. Wire to that equals, I think we can do a long inserter. Yes. Or as they say, no, we can't. But now, well, why would we want to do that if we don't have to? Okay. If I'm going to do an underground belt for the plastic, I may as well just do an underground belt for the plastic and not have the slowness of the longhand inserter. Alright, so this guy goes there. Alright, so I got plastic wire and plastic wire. We got copper coming down. We got plastic, but really we want green and plastic. Although I could just pull some green down. I'm not opposed to that. $9.47. So slow. These freaking longhand inserters are just killing my time. We haven't even got to the point where we're making that kind of logistics. The blues, they're so much nicer. All right, I suppose I could make some more copper. Well, I'm making copper over here. All right. Tons of wire. Sorry. Itchy ear. We're not really using any of this stuff. How far can I make it with an underground belt right here? Dang. And you are just putting into this, right? Yeah. Not happening. So I need screw it. Green guys need copper cable, iron plate. So we got all kinds of copper cable right here. Bummer. So we need to do that. So that will stack it up, and then sheesh. So we need to have, this is kind of a pain in the butt. Like that. All these loops we go through just to make science. All right, so this and some of that will give me green, which I can load onto here, 50-50, and then feed to this. So I can get rid of this guy, and like that. I've got more of these, right? Do I? I don't. All right. So I need some more assemblers. And I pick on this guy for that. Come on, fellers, fill them up. Oh, I don't have enough space. There we go. And we change him back to that. Probably make even bigger mess. And we come back over here to dun, 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 dun. All right, so is this all right? Fantastic. All right, so we can get that and this. Whoops. Get a couple of these fellers up here. Like that. We'll tell them they're doing green. And we'll do that. Whoa. All right. So we were originally going to do green and electronic, or green electronics with plastic on one, but we're not doing that now. So we'll just go ahead and give this guy his own inserter. Whoops, my bad. Guess that would have worked. And we will now be getting a boatload question mark of red guys. So along with the red guys, we need the sulfur, which we have over there, and engine units. Engine units are comprised of steel, iron, and pipe. Ugh. We need to get rid of some of this stuff. Fancy. All right. Get rid of this. What? Really? All right. Well, let's go back to our telephone pole production and dang. No clue this is going to run out this quick. Oh well, that's what happens. Not really used to playing on regular resources. I usually bump up the resources quite a bit to their max so that I don't have to worry about running around finding resources. All right. 957. Okay. I never realized it was so hard to find a ride to Taco Bell in the middle of the night. And it's not even the middle of the night, it's 10 o'clock. This is not going as well as I had hoped. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got some belts. Let's bring the sulfur over. Alright. Whoops. Oh, you little booger. Alright. Be that way. I see how you're gonna be. And we're gonna have to get rid of this anyway, so we'll do it right now. Dang, we're really filling that up. Those are limited, which is a good thing. We should probably stop these guys. Just in case, because we don't want to run out of room for blue. Because that's going to be the same buffer location for blue. Although, we're still going to pile this piece up with green. All right, so 1001. All right, we need conveyors. We got red. We got plastic. Hold on, I'm sure I'm getting lost. Sulfur, red, and engines. Engines are ugh. So we're going to need to beef up our steel production right now. We're siphoning off a little tiny bit to do steel. So probably what I'll end up doing, yeah, there's not a lot left there. Oh, I don't want to go for that one. Or that, well, maybe. That's kind of far away. All right. We need iron. And looks like the best place to get iron is going to be right there. I really don't want to go up there. I'm trying not to do a lot of research into, you know, armor, stuff like that. I was trying to just fast track the satellite. I'm not going to mark that one yet. It could have a little bit more down here. Probably not, but you never know. 373K. Just got 8K. It's not even a lot of coal there. All right. So coal won't be an issue for our current production. Where are you, rocket? There we are. All right, short path to rocket. This. Ugh, those blue circuits. Yep, gonna take quite a bit. Well, I think we may call it here for the night. I was hoping to get I was hoping to get the stuff together to do our blue science this time. I don't see 25 minutes doing much for me, and I've been streaming early tonight. So what do we have here? We've got everything we need. We're making all the stuff we need to make the red. So he will be filling up there. To make the blue, we need the red, we need the engine, we need the sulfur. Sulfur's already being made. I just got to truck it over here. All right, so let's do that. Let's go grab belts and let's at least get the sulfur over here. And then next time we'll focus on whatever that other thing was. The engines, yeah. increase steel production and whatnot. Which I believe we've already started prepping for here, but I got lost. Because it's late. All right. More than likely tomorrow at our regular time, about 10 o'clock, maybe a little bit later, we might be streaming Satisfactory. It just depends on how tired I am. It's that time of the year that we need to start doing our prep to get our furnace ready for winter. We're just coming off running AC all summer. Sulfur, red engine. All right. All right. And on that note, I think, let me double check. Let me double check. I think all my friends are done streaming. They are. How is that even possible? Is she really not streaming? Yep. Dang, who's streaming that we want to go to? Let's see. Three weeks ago? No way. That's not the last time Source were streamed. Source is hosting Portero. We could go over there. Oh. Wally 1169. No, he's hosting. Dang it. All right, man. Let's see it in the chat. Who should we raid? Let's go over to see, we're playing Factorio. There's only 47 watching Factorio right now. Let's pick a low-ish viewer player, Dune. I want to pick somebody English, obviously. Hey, Sean is doing it. We could raid him. BSD guy Sean. Let's see here. That doesn't even look like mine. Oh, there's somebody streaming me. Oh, there's somebody hosting me in Korea. Cool. Thank you for hosting me in Korea. Let's see here. Low Diablo Spantor. Yeah, let's do that. It's a lot of typing. So let me go ahead and save here. We'll get back to this next week and go from there. Hopefully that doesn't start streaming, but or backing up. Having trouble typing here. If you guys saw my keyboard, you'd know why. There's no letters. Lord Diablos Spamtar. Is that correct? Lord Diablos Spamtar. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and watching us play tonight. Let's switch to a little bit more friendly screen here. There we go. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out. Like, follow, subscribe, whatever's appropriate for the social media you follow us on. We are making a push toward affiliate, so any follows are greatly appreciated. Thanks for Lacey for stopping in, my next door neighbor. Sweet, sweet. Thanks for the chat, Lan Assassin. Tell Source I said hi, and all of your extended family. And let's go raid Lord Diablos Spamtar, and we'll see you guys back here more than likely tomorrow morning around 10 a.m. I have to run into town, pick up some filters for the furnace and stuff like that before it gets too late, and come back. I'm hoping to be back by 10 a.m. when I'm scheduled to stream. If not, I'll try and update on Twitch and let you guys know. Anyway, let's raid this guy. Thanks for watching. See you, Lan. 3, 2, 1, 0. Raid.